360 units. After completing these transactions, he suddenly recalled that in 2014, the lowest price had plummeted to 200 per unit. Now it stood at 450 per unit. It seemed he might have made an unwise purchase. Wang Gan quickly halted his actions, realizing there was a significant difference in cost. He resolved to wait until the price approached its nadir before buying again, allowing him to acquire a greater quantity. Firm in his decision, he closed the trading platform. He then carefully transferred the newly acquired units into the cold wallet in batches, employing the method taught by Xia Yuran. At this point, he had amassed over 500 units in his cold wallet. Although he had spent a bit more than necessary, Wang Gan remained unperturbed. After all, securing his assets was paramount, and it was unrealistic to wait for prices to drop to 200 before making a purchase. He knew he would have to accumulate his holdings when the price approached its low. Just then, the dormitory door creaked open, and Su Wei, Gu Linfeng, and Huang Mingzhi entered, chatting and laughing. "Oh, Wang Xiao, you didn't go out to play today? What a rare sight!" Su Wei exclaimed exuberantly as he stepped inside. Gu Linfeng, with a more subdued tone, remarked, "What's this? Didn't continue your pursuit of Ji Qinxin today? Strike while the iron is hot." "Wang Xiao." Wang Gan chuckled softly. "I have some important matters to attend to." Su Wei, with keen eyes, quickly noticed the watch peeking out from Wang Gan's wrist. The distinctive triangular pit-pattern bezel and gold-accented bracelet caught the light enticingly. "Wow, Brother Gan, is that a Rolex?" Although Su Wei couldn't identify the specific model, he recognized the crown emblem, his voice laced with astonishment. Gu Linfeng's gaze sharpened as he moved closer. Date just 41 millimeters, two-tone blue dial. That watch must not come cheap, especially since it's a sought-after model. He himself wore a Longines Master Collection, which he thought was quite impressive, but it instantly paled in comparison to Wang Gan's watch. Wang Gan casually shook his wrist. "It's all right, just bought it around 100,000. 100,000? Su Wei felt his heart skip a beat. His monthly living expenses were only 800 yuan. At that moment, Su Wei's attention was drawn to the pair of headphones on Wang Gan's desk. They were elegantly designed silver-gray headphones, quietly resting on a custom walnut headphone stand. "Brother Gan, those headphones look so high-end. What brand are they?" Su Wei was always curious about luxury items. Wang Gan replied, "Oh, just for some sound." Gu Linfeng expressed his surprise again, as he had experience with audio equipment. He knew that in 2014, this model was undoubtedly a flagship in dynamic headphones, priced over 20,000 and requiring high-quality front-end equipment. "Brother Gan, the device you call just for sound is enough for me to set up a decent system." Although Su Wei didn't understand the specific model, he could tell from Gu Linfeng's tone that these headphones were certainly exorbitantly priced. With a hint of incredulity, Su Wei remarked, "Dear brother, with that outfit of yours, one could probably construct a small house back in my hometown." Huang Mingzhi, sitting nearby, silently adjusted his glasses, offering no comment on the extravagant items. Yet he remained attentively engrossed in his book, his ears undoubtedly perked up. "By the way, dear brother," Su Wei suddenly recalled, pointing at the Alienware laptop perched on Wang Gan's desk. "Could you lend me your Alienware for a game? I assure you, I won't break it." Wang Gan chuckled. "Oh, that? It has honorably retired. It will now solely serve to store important digital data and is no longer connected to the internet." "What? Such a fine computer, and you're not using it for gaming? What data could possibly be so precious?" Su Wei queried, his face a mix of confusion and regret. Wang Gan smiled mysteriously. "Commercial secrets. In short, gaming is off the table for that one. Is it perhaps an educational video from the teacher? Get lost. As if I would need that." How could Wang Gan, in his current state, waste energy on trivial matters when real human interaction was far more rewarding? "So what will you use to play games then?" Su Wei pressed on. "Well, I am in the process of purchasing a new one," Wang Gan replied, opening the webpage from Dongzi's house. "Help me out with some advice," he said, turning his phone towards them. "The new flagship Alienware has been released. How does the 18 sound this time? Dual graphics cards should enhance the experience." The imposing design of the 18 and its customizable configuration options unfolded on the screen before them. "For the processor, how about the Core i7-4910? Or should I go for the top-tier 4940 Supreme version?" Wang Gan pondered, stroking his chin as if selecting vegetables at a market. "The memory must be 32 gigabytes. and the graphics card has to be the 880 dual card. That is non-negotiable. For the hard drive, a 512 gigabytes SSD for the system, plus a 1 terabyte, 7,200 RPM mechanical hard drive for games. And of course, it must have 18.4-inch 1080 display. As he muttered to himself, he swiftly checked the configuration options. Su Wei and Gu Linfeng leaned in, their eyes widening at the sight of the premium hardware specifications and the rapidly escalating price. When Wang Gan configured everything close to the highest specifications, the final price settled at an astonishing 38,999. Su Wei gasped, 38,009. Dare brother, is this another top-tier Alienware? The previous one wasn't considered top-tier. This one is. I thought you were always pretending to be poor. It seems you've grown accustomed to it and momentarily didn't react. That is why it has retired to store data. Wang Gan replied nonchalantly, clicking on Buy Now, and effortlessly filling in the delivery address and opting for online payment. The entire process took less than 5 minutes. Damn! The three in the dormitory couldn't help but collectively give him the middle finger. Even the old-timer Huang Mingzhi could not contain himself this time. What a show-off. All set. They said it will arrive tomorrow, Wang Gan said, closing his phone with an air of ease. Gu Linfeng looked at Wang Gan, feeling a tumult of emotions. He had always believed his family was well off and considered himself wealthy among his peers. Yet today's series of actions by Wang Gan profoundly illustrated the true power of financial prowess. Whether it was the watch worth over 100,000, the headphones costing 2,000 to 3,000, or the nearly 40,000 yuan gaming laptop he had just purchased without hesitation, far beyond his means. The momentary sense of superiority that Huang Mingzhi, the affluent heir, once felt had vanished. He lifted his gaze from the book, adjusted his thick glasses, and his eyes, behind the lenses, were filled with bewilderment towards the world. He murmured softly, Wang Gan's daily expenditure nearly rivals our family's income for several years. Su Wei gazed at Wang Gan with unabashed admiration, exclaiming, Brother Gan, you are truly my idol. Astonishing. You just dismiss one Alienware and purchase an even more impressive model. This is the life of a true tycoon. He began to fantasize about borrowing Wang Gan's new computer upon its arrival, eager to indulge in the latest blockbuster games. After all, the current Alienware had become a sacred relic, untouchable. Wang Gan reveled in the astonished yet envious glances from his roommates. A delightful sense of control swelling within him. He understood that this was merely the beginning. Armed with the key to wealth, his future promised to be grandiose and extraordinary. Chapter 58. The Flower Girl. The next morning, as dawn broke, Wang Gan awoke, guided by his internal clock. Rubbing his eyes, he glanced at his phone, which displayed the result of the World Cup group match between Spain and Chile. Spain had been sent home with a score of 0-2. A smile crept onto his lips as the outcome was finally revealed. He swiftly accessed an online betting platform operated by a major internet firm, and, as expected, a prominent notification of his win appeared. Dear user, congratulations on winning 2,000,000 yuan in the World Cup betting. The amount has been credited to your account balance. Please check promptly. 5 consecutive wins, each amounting to 2 million. Given the stature of the firm, there was no risk of them absconding with the funds. It was also possible that Wang Gan's winnings had not yet crossed the threshold that would provoke any deceitful antics from them. 10 million. Even after having grown accustomed to substantial sums over the past few days, his heart raced at the thought. With this latest addition, his account balance had swelled to nearly 18 million. Without hesitation, he clicked to withdraw the entire amount. It was prudent to secure such funds promptly. Soon, a notification from the bank confirming the deposit arrived on his phone. Delightful. Wang Gan stretched languidly, his spirits lifted. However, he realized he was a bit hungry. Hey, Su Wei, are you awake? Could you run an errand and grab some breakfast? I do like a McDonald's Big Mac meal. But please substitute the cola with hot milk tea. And bring back a portion for Gu Xiao and Huang Daxue, something they usually eat. Wang Gan instructed, casually placing a 100 yuan note on the table. Su Wei's drowsy voice responded, Huh? Oh, all right, Brother Wang, I'll head out right away. Being tasked with the errand was, for Su Wei, an opportunity to feel closer to Wang Gan. Once breakfast was settled, Wang Gan began to plan his day. With 10 million secured online, He still had 40 million in lottery tickets waiting to be claimed. He had meticulously locked that ticket in the safe of his suite at the Hilton Hotel. After Su Wei returned and they finished breakfast, they would go to the Hilton to retrieve the ticket, then head straight to the Municipal Lottery Center. Wang Gan envisioned his plans in his mind, an involuntary smile of delight gracing his face. The unexpected windfall amounted to a staggering 50 million, a sensation that was simply exhilarating. At that moment, his phone rang. It was Ruan Qing calling. Wang Xiao, something terrible has happened. Ruan Qing's voice bore a hint of urgency. Wang Gan raised an eyebrow. What is it? Speak slowly. Ji Qin, she's at the dormitory entrance. And she's taken the flowers you sent and is selling them off. Oh, Wang Gan expressed surprise, but rather than anger, he found it somewhat amusing. What price is she selling them for? She claims the Ecuadorian roses, originally priced at 5 or 600 bouquet, are being sold for just 1 yuan per flower. She even dubbed them Wang Gan's Love Roses clearance sale. Ruan Qing's voice resonated with deep concern over such a waste of fine flowers. Upon hearing this, Wang Gan couldn't help but chuckle. How interesting. I'll go take a look. After hanging up, he quickly freshened up and donned casual attire. Su Wei returned, laden with breakfast. Brother Wang, Gu Xiao, Huang Gu, breakfast is here. Wang Gan picked up his colossal burger and milk tea, thanking Su Wei. I'm stepping out for a bit. You all enjoy. At the foot of the girls' dormitory, a crowd had gathered, pointing and whispering. Yikvinkin, true to Ruan Qing's words, had disassembled several beautifully packaged bouquets. Each flower lay on the ground, accompanied by hastily scrawled signs. Wang Gan's Love Roses, 1 yuan each. 50 yuan a bouquet, first come, first served. Ruan Qing was earnestly trying to persuade her. Qin, these are high-end custom roses. Each bouquet comes with a unique certificate of true love. Selling them like this is such a pity. It also undermines Wang Xiao's kind intentions. Dressed in a simple white dress, Ji Qin's natural beauty was hard to conceal. She placed her hands on her hips like a triumphant little hen, pouting at Ruan Qing. What kindness! His gifting is his affair. How I choose to handle it is mine. Besides, isn't it reasonable to sell something free to make a bit of money? Or shall I sell them to you for a discount? 50 yuan a bouquet, just for you, as a favor to a roommate. Ruan Qing, taken aback by her retort, flushed crimson and could hardly respond. Laughter erupted among the surrounding boys. Relishing the sight of Wang Gan, the ostentatious wealthy heir, facing a setback. Many even pulled out money to buy a few flowers. Jesting as they did so, roses sold by the campus beauty, infused with a touch of celestial charm. 1 yuan each is a steal. You can't go wrong and can support her diligent efforts. Upon noticing Wang Gan approaching, Ji Qin initially blinked in surprise. She then lifted her chin defiantly, meeting his gaze, though her lively eyes betrayed a glimmer of mischief and subtle nervousness. Wang Gan observed the scene before him, feeling not a trace of anger. Rather, he found Ji Qin's fiery personality quite intriguing. He walked up to her, a gentle smile adorning his face. The murmurs around gradually subsided, and all eyes converged upon Wang Gan, eager to witness his reaction. Would he be infuriated and storm away, or would he erupt in anger? Contrary to everyone's expectations, Wang Gan merely smiled gently and remarked to Ji Qin, "It appears my flowers are quite popular. No worries, if you enjoy selling them, please do. Once you sold out, I shall have someone deliver more. I assure you, the supply will be abundant." With that, he even retrieved a coin from his pocket and handed it to Ji Qin, saying, "I shall purchase this flower just to support your efforts." He then picked up one of the roses, which Ji Qin had sold at a bargain, and nonchalantly strolled away. Ji Qin was utterly stunned. She had envisioned various responses from Wang Gan, anger, questioning, embarrassment, but never anticipated this calm demeanor, tinged with a hint of indulgence. It rendered her meticulously planned retort as futile as striking a fist against cotton, leaving her with an inexplicable sense of frustration. The onlooking boys were equally astonished. They had anticipated a spectacle, yet Wang Gan effortlessly diffused the awkwardness, turning the situation to his advantage and displaying remarkable poise. Ruan Qing gazed at Wang Gan's retreating figure, filled with admiration. The way he handled the situation was on a whole new level. As for the other girls, they were consumed with envy, feeling it was incredibly romantic, akin to a scene straight out of a novel. They longed to take her place. Wang Gan, clutching the repurchased rose, remained unfazed. To him, Ji Qianqin's antics were merely a trifling diversion in the pursuit of his greater ambition, which had long since soared toward the 40 million lottery ticket. Chapter 59. A calculated encounter. Wang Gan, holding the repurchased rose and munching on a hamburger, strolled toward the parking lot, utterly indifferent to the classmates who pointed and whispered along the way. He reminisced about the scene of Ji Qianqin, the cool and fiery girl, selling flowers beneath the girls' dormitory. He found himself fostering a newfound appreciation for her, in response to his almost intrusive pursuit after failing to seek help from a counselor. She chose neither to create a ruckus nor to silently endure. Instead, she ingeniously opted for a mocking form of resistance, which was indeed a unique way of confronting fate. This tenacity and unconventional approach intrigued Wang Gan far more than those girls who either complied passively or resisted vehemently. Upon reaching the parking lot, his obsidian black BMW 7 Series stood majestically in the morning light. Just as he opened the car door, a melodious voice rang out behind him. "Wang Gan, fancy meeting you here." He turned to see the campus belle, Bai Jie, standing nearby. She was clad in a delicate pink dress, her long hair cascading down her shoulders, and adorned with a perfectly poised smile, exuding beauty akin to a painting. Clutching several books in her hands, she seemed to be on her way to the library. Wang Gan nodded. It appeared that Bai Jie had thoughtfully dressed in accordance with his aesthetic preferences, opting for an elegant look rather than her usual heavy makeup. Could this truly be a coincidence? "Good morning, Bai Jie," Wang Gan greeted politely. For the alluring school beauty, although he felt no particular inclination, he maintained his composure. Bai Jie approached gracefully, her eyes glimmering with a hint of anticipation and shyness. "Are you heading out?" she inquired. "I was just about to visit the city library to gather some materials. The morning bus is quite crowded. Might I catch a ride with you?" Upon finishing her sentence, a delicate blush crept across her cheeks, adding to her charm. The timing and location of this encounter appeared somewhat contrived. Wang Gan, astute and discerning, was not a naive youth. He saw through Bai Jie's intentions immediately. Ordinarily, offering a ride to the school beauty would be agreeable. But today he was in a hurry to collect his lottery ticket from Hilton and proceed to the sports lottery center to claim his prize. Leaving him no time to spare, he smiled and replied, "Unfortunately, Bai Jie, I have some urgent business taking me out of town today, and our directions may not align. Perhaps next time?" Bai Jie's smile instantly faltered, her eyes dimming with disappointment. She had not anticipated such a blunt refusal from Wang Gan. Devoid of even a hint of hesitation, she prided herself on her beauty and family background, both of which were esteemed within the school, and had never lacked admirers. To take the initiative in requesting a ride was already a concession on her part, yet it yielded such an outcome. A wave of indignation surged within her, leaving her complexion somewhat pale. Forcing a smile, her tone grew noticeably cooler. "It's all right. I was being presumptuous. Please take care, Wang Gan." With that, she did not await his response, clutching her books as she turned and hurried away, her silhouette betraying a sense of fluster and disappointment. Wang Gan watched her retreating figure, shaking his head slightly. He recognized that his refusal might have bruised her pride, yet he remained unaffected. To him, the 40 million lottery prize was evidently of greater significance than escorting a school beauty. In matters of the heart, when flowers blossom, butterflies will inevitably come. As long as he retained his immense wealth, women would always be in abundance. Settling into his BMW 7 Series, Wang Gan started the engine and smoothly departed from Maoling Industrial University. Bai Jie rushed back to her dormitory, slamming her books onto the table, her eyes slightly reddened. "What happened, Jie? Who upset our illustrious school beauty?" Her roommate, Chun Xinyue, asked with concern as she meticulously applied her eyebrow pencil before the mirror. Bai Jie recounted her earlier encounter, her agitation escalating. "What makes Wang Gan so special? Does he merely possess a bit of wealth? I took the initiative, and he had the audacity to reject me. It infuriates me." Chun Xinyue set down her pencil, turning to her with a more serious expression. Rather than offering immediate comfort as she usually would, she paused for a moment before speaking. Jie, please hold your anger. There is something I must say that may not be pleasant to hear, but it is necessary. Bai Jie pouted, awaiting her friend's continuation. Chun Xinyue carefully formulated her words, stating, "We all acknowledge your beauty. You are the school flower, a goddess in the eyes of ordinary boys. Honever Ye. You must grasp a reality. For someone of Wangan's socioeconomic stature, beauty is truly not a scarce commodity." What do you mean? Bai Jie furrowed her brows in confusion. Chun Xinyue sighed, "Consider this. A person like Wangan would hardly lack for beautiful women by his side. The number of charming girls who actively pursue him likely exceeds that of our school students. In their social circle, beauty may merely serve as an entry ticket, or perhaps not even that, but rather just a supplementary advantage. What do they value more? It could be the alignment of family backgrounds, the allure of personality, or perhaps some unique intrinsic value. It might even be a matter of pure chemistry and visual affinity, akin to Ji Qinxin. Are you suggesting that I hold no particular significance for him? Bai Jie's voice trembled, and this realization filled her with profound frustration. Chun Xinyue nodded. Her tone was gentle, yet her message was unequivocal. Jie, it's not that you're lacking. You are indeed remarkable. However, in Wangan's eyes, your school belle aura may not shine as brightly as you envision. His pursuit of Ji Qinxin, whether it stems from genuine affection or mere amusement, is difficult to discern. Yet, with you, he has consistently exhibited no special interest, has he? You have endeavored to create serendipitous encounters, yet he seems indifferent. His rejection today might genuinely stem from pressing matters, but it could equally signify his desire to avoid sending you misleading signals. Therefore, Jie. Chun Xinyue grasped Bai Jie's hand and gazed earnestly into her eyes. It's not worth expending your time and emotions on a man who holds no interest in you. You possess such commendable qualities that there is no necessity to hang your hopes on him alone. If he fails to appreciate you, rest assured, many others will. Our focus should be on self-improvement, enhancing our own value, rather than pinning our hopes on the favor of a man. Even if one seeks a wealthy partner, it should be someone who truly cherishes you, not someone who might overlook you despite your efforts to gain his attention. Sister, you are capable of so much. Chun Xinyue's motivational words rendered Bai Jie momentarily speechless. Although her remarks were somewhat harsh, they acted as a sharp blade, slicing through the uncomfortable truths she had been reluctant to face. She had always believed that her beauty and family background were sufficient to capture Wangan's attention. Yet, it now appeared she had overestimated the importance of beauty in the dating criteria of elite heirs. After a prolonged moment, she exhaled deeply. Though a hint of disappointment lingered in her gaze, there was also a newfound clarity. Xinyue, you are right. I have indeed taken too much for granted. Perhaps it is time for me to shift my focus away from him. For the first time, she began to contemplate seriously what attributes beyond beauty she could offer to attract truly exceptional individuals. Perhaps she ought to strive to become a better version of herself. This thought, like a seed, was quietly sown within her heart. Meanwhile, Wangan's BMW 7 Series had already exited the school premises. As he prepared to accelerate towards the Hilton Hotel, a glimpse of a stately real estate agency, AI Real Estate, across the street caught his peripheral vision. A sudden thought flashed through his mind. Right? I still lack a base near the school. The dormitory is crowded and chaotic, making it inconvenient to store many belongings. Although the hotel offers a degree of privacy, the inconvenience of daily stays coupled with its distance from the university weighs on his mind. He recalls his computer, which has become a cold wallet, along with the newly acquired headphones and his valuable Rolex watch, feeling a lingering sense of insecurity about leaving such possessions in the dormitory. While the cold wallet is of paramount importance, the other items, though not particularly significant to Wangan at present, would still leave a sour taste if stolen. If only he could purchase an apartment near Muling University of Technology. It would serve as a secure storage for his belongings and provide a tranquil and private space for relaxation during his free time. Engaging in heartfelt conversations with senior and junior classmates would be a delightful prospect. The primary intention for acquiring the property is personal residence. with investment considerations being a future concern. With this thought in mind, Wang Gong deftly maneuvered the steering wheel, bringing his BMW 7 Series to a smooth halt at the entrance of IGR Real Estate. Chapter 60. House Hunting as the clock approached 9 in the morning. It marked the commencement of a bustling day for the real estate agents. When Wang Gong's obsidian black BMW 7 Series glided to a stop at the entrance, the attention of everyone inside the office was almost magnetically drawn to it. "Wow, it's a top-of-the-line BMW 7 Series," exclaimed a young male agent in hushed tones. Checking the license plate, he noted it was a brand-new vehicle. "This is undoubtedly a prime client," another seasoned agent remarked with gleaming eyes. The atmosphere in the office shifted subtly. A few employees, previously engaged in phone calls and organizing documents, instinctively paused their tasks, their gazes darting toward the door. Much like sharks detecting the scent of blood, poised to seize the opportunity. As the car door swung open, Wang Gong stepped out with a composed stride. Dressed in a well-tailored casual outfit, his Rolex date just with a golden blue dial sparkled brilliantly in the sunlight. To top it off, his youthful and handsome visage bore an air of quiet confidence. "Don't you dare compete with me for this client." A crisp and assertive female voice rang out. A tall young female agent, dressed in a professional suit and exuding efficiency, advanced briskly on her high heels, her face adorned with a warm, professional smile. "Good day, sir. Welcome to IGR Real Estate. I am Song Jing, your client manager. How may I assist you today?" Song Jing's voice was melodious, her demeanor both respectful and assured. The male colleagues who had been preempted by her advance could only stand by in dismay, muttering softly, "It's that Song Jing again." She was just too quick on her feet. There was little they could do. After all, her beauty and impressive performance spoke volumes. But young men driving luxury cars are usually just looking to rent a small apartment. How much profit could there be? A female colleague, who often clashed with Song Jing, chimed in with a hint of envy. However, Song Jing was unfazed by the murmurs behind her. Her complete focus was on Wang Gong. Her instincts told her that this client was no ordinary individual. Wang Gong assessed Song Jing, noting her youthful appearance paired with bright, intelligent eyes that radiated a sense of astuteness. His first impression was quite favorable. "I am looking to purchase an apartment near Muling University of Technology for personal residence," Wang Gong stated straightforwardly, emphasizing the intent of personal use. Song Jing's heart leaped with joy. Clients seeking to buy homes for personal use typically have clearer needs and a stronger desire to close the deal. She promptly invited Mr. Wang into the reception room and personally poured him a cup of exquisite Longjing tea. "Mr. Wang, do you have specific requirement for the house? For instance, what is the desired area, layout, and approximate budget?" Song Jing retrieved her tablet, ready to showcase potential properties. Mr. Wang took a sip of tea and pondered. "Firstly, location is paramount. It must be within a 10-minute walk from Ma Ling University. Anything further would be meaningless. The community should have a pleasant environment, be quiet and secure, and the property management must be reliable. As for the area, around 100 square meters would suffice, ideally 2 bedrooms or a small 3-bedroom unit. The main purpose is to store some belongings and have a place to rest during leisure time. It doesn't need to be overly spacious. A well-furnished unit that is move-in ready would be preferable. In terms of budget, as long as the property is suitable, that should not pose an issue." Listening intently to Mr. Wang's requirements, Song Jing swiftly filtered through the listings in the system. A 10-minute walking distance is quite limited, especially considering the need for a more upscale community, thereby narrowing the options significantly. She quickly pulled up several properties that roughly matched his criteria, complete with photographs, floor plans, and essential information for Mr. Wang's review. The first listing was Hanlin, located approximately 7 to 8 minutes on foot from the south gate of Ma Ling University. Song Jing explained, "Mr. Wang, this Hanlin Yuan is currently one of the higher quality communities in the university town. Take a look at this unit, a 98 square meter 2-bedroom, exquisitely renovated. And the owner is in urgent need to sell as they are relocating abroad." Mr. Wang scrutinized the photographs and details. The decor appeared somewhat dated, the furnishings looked worn, and the view from a window faced the wall of another building, which seemed to compromise natural light. He frowned slightly, I'm not fond of this decor. It feels somewhat oppressive. Song Jing felt a pang of anxiety and quickly